folks. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
Good morning. We started off with a double fatal accident closing I-75 northbound in Marietta at the South Loop. There are two ways to get around it, but it is filling up fast.
It is election day for some communities in Metro Atlanta. Coming up next, a look at what voters should expect as the polls get ready to open.
And we are holding the powerful accountable as an inmate's death is under investigation at the Fulton County Jail. The drastic changes being made coming up.
May need to grab that jacket or a light sweater as temperatures are down into the 30s and 40s out there, but it will be a nice afternoon as temperatures will heat up closer to 80 degrees. Details coming up.
And good morning at 6:49. A major traffic red alert as two people were killed in a crash on 75 northbound right at the South Marietta Parkway, Highway 120. You can see on the left side of your screen there, obviously plenty of activity and a police investigation now underway. And we know these can take several hours. Traffic is being diverted off the interstate. Let's get to the maps and get you around this one because, again, they're going to be out there for quite some time. We are seeing southbound delays as well, but northbound closed and backed up to 285. Powers Ferry, Highway 41, Cobb Parkway are your alternates. The right side of your screen is 75 northbound, completely standing still. Folks, if you're leaving the house, get to those alternates, Cobb Parkway or Powers Ferry.
Christ, thank you. We are holding the powerful accountable this morning. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office says it's cleaning house at the county jail.
This days after a family says a bed bug infestation allegedly caused a man's death. Our Molly Oak has more from outside the jail.
This week, the family's attorney plans to lead a protest here over conditions inside the jail. Take a look at your screen. These photos are part of the public outcry over conditions in the jail that led to the Fulton County Sheriff cleaning house. The pictures are from the inside of the jail showing LaShawn Thompson's bedbug-infested cell, where he was held for a misdemeanor charge and died this past summer. Now, 3 veteran members of the sheriff's executive team are out, the chief jailer and 2 assistant chief jailers. The Thompsons family attorney says there have been years of ongoing issues inside the jail.
We have to say that the sheriff was aware of LaShawn Thompson's death back in September and the conditions in which he died back in September. So we do have to wonder if the international attention to this case is what made the sheriff make the changes.
While the sheriff wasn't available for an interview yesterday, he is now investigating all of those on his staff who may have known or had a hand in the conditions Thompson was facing. Back to you all.
Today is election day for some communities in Metro Atlanta.
And in about 10 minutes, polls will start to open up for today's special elections in Cobb and Clayton counties. In Mableton, residents of the newly created city are voting to elect their new mayor and several council members. And in Clayton County, voters will elect a new sheriff to replace the former sheriff, Victor Hill. To read candidate profiles and get answers on any other voting questions you have, check out the voter guide on 11alive.com/elections. And today is tax day. Here are a few things you need to know before the clock strikes midnight tonight. If your gross income is $73,000 a year or less, there are free guided apps that you can use when filing. If you need to request an extension to file, that is important to do today. And lastly, consider taking advantage of Georgia's college savings account for your children to save on your taxes. Right now, the Hawks are gearing up for Game 2 in their opening playoff series, and the team is looking to bounce back after their loss to the Celtics on Saturday. Tonight's game tips off in Boston at 7. The series shifts back to the ATL for Game 3 on Friday. That was a look at your top headlines at 6:52. Chesley, hey, it's going to be a beautiful day.
It is going to be a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Get out there and enjoy this one, folks. Yeah, it's going to be nice, rather nice. We had a nice one yesterday as well, but temperatures only topped off right around 70. Guess what? By noon, we'll hit 70 degrees on our way to the upper 70s for this afternoon. In fact, could hit 80. Could do it. I think some spots will. Mostly sunny skies all day, even by 7 o'clock if you got evening plans. Looking at temperatures dropping down to about 76 degrees under that mostly sunny sky. The shades, that's what you need for today, folks. Put those on, or at least keep them handy. You may start off with a little light sweater or a light jacket because of those 30s and 40s that are out there, but certainly you'll be kicking it off. Certainly by the time we hit 11, 12 o'clock this afternoon, it'll be pretty nice. Thanks to high pressure that's in our vicinity. High pressure dominating our skies. Get that northerly flow because it's on it's to the west of us, so we're on the eastern side of it, so you get that northerly flow coming in. Once it gets over toward the east of us, we'll be on the western side of that, a westerly flow coming in, or a southerly flow coming in from that westerly side, and so we'll see our temperatures begin to heat up a little bit, and some of that humidity will start to creep up a bit as well. Right now, just dry sky over us. You can see it by that purple shade. Notice that, nice and dry. Stays that way for tomorrow, even as we head into Thursday. We're looking at mostly dry conditions and temperatures heating up. Now notice the moisture building back off to the west of us. That's going to spread some clouds our way. That's a cold front making its way toward our area, so that by the time we get to Friday, we'll have partly sunny skies to start. This is by 8 a.m. By the time we get to mid-morning, mostly cloudy skies. Maybe a sprinkle or two in the North Georgia mountains, but that'll be it. Most of us will stay on the dry side for Friday. It's not until Saturday that the front gets a little bit closer to the area. We'll bring in the rain starting on Saturday morning. I think it will last through about early afternoon at least before it begins to pull away from us, and then drier air starts to work in. Also cooler behind the front as well. So we'll be in the 80s starting tomorrow, 83 degrees for your high temperature on Wednesday. Thursday, the warmest of the week, 85, down to 82 with those extra clouds building in by Friday, and then here comes that rain by Saturday. Notice the temperature, 76 degrees, and then behind the front, cooler air works in. So 67 degrees will be your high temperature on Sunday. May start off with partly sunny skies. I think we'll wind up with mostly sunny skies, and a day similar on Monday. 68 for the afternoon high under mostly sunny skies. We got a big time red alert out there. Crash has all the information for us on this red alert.
Thank you so much, Chesley. Yeah, we've got a photographer right here on the scene as we take a look at this terrible crash, and now a police investigation into two people losing their lives on 75 northbound right at the South Loop, the South Marietta Parkway. In fact, with those flares out, that's what they did. They diverted all that back up off at the South Loop. They're diverting traffic off at Delk Road as well, and these delays are stretching all the way back to the perimeter. Let's get over to the maps. I want to show you exactly where we are just before you get to that South Loop, 75 northbound. All lanes are blocked. Look at that backup there, solid towards 285. Even southbound slowing for folks, just kind of slowing down, seeing all the activity on the other side of the highway. Highway 41, Cobb Parkway or Powers Ferry, those are your alternates. Powers Ferry is filling up quickly, as is Cobb Parkway, but you want nothing to do with I-75 northbound because it is basically closed. It is closed up at the South Loop, and as you can see, that is the backup towards the perimeter. The rest of the rush hour, quiet to develop. We're seeing a few delays on 85 out of Gwinnett County, but for the most part, we are concentrating on a shutdown on 75 North in Marietta. Aisha.
We have a new update on the condition of actor Jamie Foxx. According to CNN, he is still in the hospital here in Atlanta. After nearly a week, he experienced what his daughter called a medical complication. Foxx has been in Atlanta filming the new Netflix movie Back in Action. We're told the medical incident did not happen on set. Filming will continue without Foxx there on set. Happening today, you can make your voice heard on the future of some new murder projects. Today at 6, you are invited to come out to Sylvan Middle School in Southwest Atlanta to get some updates on the projects. It all comes as the Atlanta City Council is asking to audit those projects. A half-penny sales tax passed years ago to fund the projects, but there hasn't been much progress. We have reached out to the mayor's office to see if he's approved the audit. We'll let you know as soon as we hear back on that one. Also new this morning, midnight basketball is back. Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens tweeting that season 4 will start this Wednesday. The mayor started midnight basketball last March as a way to give teens a positive outlet in our city. It also provides free services like haircuts, food, and community resources. If you would like to join in on the fun, midnight basketball meets every Monday and Wednesday at the C.T. Martin Rec Center starting at 7 p.m. Summer is right around the corner, which means many teenagers may be searching for their very first job. Coming up in just a few minutes on the Today Show, they're talking about the pros and cons of getting a summer job. Chesley, I'm sure your boys had one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you lived in my house. You were working. Noon today. Plenty of sunshine around, folks. If I can get it up here for you. We're looking at, it doesn't seem to be working right. Knock on it twice, right? It's not going to work for us. Anyway, you're looking at mostly sunny skies. Temperatures will be right at 70 degrees by noon. By 4 o'clock, we're looking at a temperature of 78, getting closer to 80 by 6 o'clock, dropping down a degree or two. We'll have plenty of sunshine all day long, so make sure you wear the shades for today.
All right, we have a major red alert that's going to continue well into the 7 o'clock hour. All lanes shut down, 75 northbound at the South Loop in Marietta. Traffic diverted off the highway. We're going to update you at 7:26 and also continue at 11alive.com. We'll get you around this. Powers Ferry and Highway 41, Cobb Parkway are your alternates.
Thinking of those two families involved there, Crash, for sure.
Yeah, it's never easy. I've been doing this for 35 years, and I know we report the news, and when things like this happen in traffic, it's heartbreaking. It really is. So hopefully we can help you out before you get out of the house.
All right, Crash, thank you. Looking forward to a great day, Chesley.
Enjoy it.
Thanks
Enjoy
for being with me this morning, Christy.
Hey, happy to be here with you
We'll do it again
guys.
tomorrow.
Sounds good. I'll meet you right back here.
Have a great one, everybody.